With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Ready for football now from sunny North Carolina. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Mike the 59. Nice, sweetheart.
They'll start here with Jackson.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now, this is caught inside the 15. Touchdown! Julian Edelman, 67 yards. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Over.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Mike 52. Come on. 52.
To throw is Rodgers. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That good for 22 and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught at the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Rodgers now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Touchdown, Packers. Fred Biletnikoff, 44 yards. And the Packers get a bit closer. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! Julian Edelman, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Folk out there now to kick this one off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
45.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And he finds Gronk. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run again with Dillon. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's do this. Mike. Let it. 58. Here, right here. Double tight, double tight. 4 down.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They run once more with Dillon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Dillon. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Newton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So
now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Back north. Mirrors back and go full strength. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown. A.J. Green. As the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And it's no good. My goodness, his 3rd miss of the game here on a PAT. And wouldn't you know it, that's the difference in this game right now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they may just be content to take this three-point lead and head into the locker room. They set up the screen to Bo. And he's got room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, Newton. It's Jackson again on the reception. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And now Nick Folk. His career long, 56 yards. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it online, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On second down, another run for Dillon. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Now swing pass for Dillon. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Working with his 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, Rodgers. This one into the, and I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. They'll try the left side with Dillon. And he's got some space here. 109 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They only needed a couple, but the blocking was good. And, of course, you can't tamp him down when he gets past that line of scrimmage.
No, and guess what? Not only were they physical at the point of attack, they executed so well. That's what you have to do in short yardage situations. Everyone has to be in the right spot, taking on a defender to give him the chance that they did, and he took full advantage of it.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Rodgers going to throw. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll run here with Dillon. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. They'll They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They'll run again with Jackson, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
20.
They'll try the right side here with Bo. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And bring it. 36, 36.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Going deep here for Adelman. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Packers are right back in this football game. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 122 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He'll check this down, complete to Dillon. 2nd and 6. Now Rodgers. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it. And he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Check 30.
Now Dillon on the inside give. And some room to work. Touchdown, Packers! A.J. Dillon with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, at this stage in the 4th, I thought they might work it down the field a little differently, but they go with a run, hole opens up, and he's gone.
Were we mind melding there? Because you're thinking differently, meaning throwing the ball, right?
Yeah.
I'm with you. With that time on the clock, I thought the ball would be in the air on just about every play. And they came back and got him with a surprise because I think the defense was planning for that as well. That took some fortitude as a play caller. Give him high marks for making it happen.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cam to throw. He'll dump this to Bo. It's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Well, Charles, I know you have a lot of questions. So do I about the decision there at the end. They had the potential game-time field goal. Yes, it would have been a long field goal, but they passed it up, and they lose the game.
And you're right, partner. We all have questions, but I don't think anyone's going to ask the question more forcefully than the person who signs the checks for the entire organization. Why didn't you run the field goal kicker out there? You had a chance to tie the game. It looked like a makeable kick. Was the kicker hurt? Did you just not like the field conditions? This head coach is going to have a heck of an explanation.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Join the discussion on Twitter at EA Sports_MUT. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.